Hi, my name's Rick Shiels, PGA golf coach down here at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and you've joined me today in my teaching bay, and I'm here to test a new GSA 3-bay training aid. Also stay tuned to the end of the video because I'll show you, I can tell you how you're going to have a chance of winning one of these cool pieces of kit, and also do check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and do subscribe to the channel down below. Hope you enjoy it. So this is the 3-bay's GSA Pro. It comes in a really slick packaging, so you can slip that open, and as soon as you start to open this product, you really get a sense of kind of how much care has gone into the product just by the way that it's presented, really. A couple of things. This is the most important little piece of device. This is the actual motion sensor device that goes in the butt end of your golf club. So it's got a little spike on the top. It's got all little gizmos. It's got a USB port, and it's got a button here at the top that I'm going to press in a moment just to sync it up to my iPad so we can get some results for that. I'm also going to test it up against Flight Scope today just to see how accurate it is, see if we can get any kind of feedback from it and see how accurate we can accurately use this to actually measure how far we hit the golf ball, or at least club head speed and ball speed and stuff like that. So I'm going to test that in a minute. What you also get in the pack is you get a little carry case, you get a charger, you get some instructions. So it's a really nifty piece of kit and it's good for storage. So I'll put that back down again and I'll put that in its little holder. And we're going to be hitting some real golf balls today. I've got an 8-iron. So the first thing that we do is we pop it on. So when I press this button on the top of the top of the device here, it starts to flash blue. Now this is all synced via Bluetooth. So when I turn my iPad on now, it's automatically come up on screen. So it's telling me, these are the ones I've just been practicing with actually. So it's telling me that everything on the screen that I need to know, that it's synced in, that the battery's good, the date, the time. And I've also got here what club I'm using. So this is really important. You need to set what club you're actually using. From this calculation, it knows kind of a prediction of the loft of the golf club, the length of the golf club. Everyone's are going to be different. That's the thing. That's the only thing that this is going off industry standard rather than your individual custom fitting golf clubs. So I'll just pop that down on the floor for a moment because we'll have a look at some data on that in a sec. Now it's linked in. I'm flashing blue. It's linked in onto my iPad or your iPhone or your Android. And all we do is just pop it in the butt end of the golf club. And just this little arrow at the top here, just make sure that's dead square with the grip and square with your grooves. So that's all lined up and linked in. And there's no weight to it at all. I mean, it's just a plastic little device here. There's no weight whatsoever, so you can't even feel it on the golf club. So that's a good thing. You don't want really a training aid that you can feel on the club too much because it might hinder your performance. Like I say, we're going to be hitting some real golf balls. I've got the Flight Scope up and running and turned on, so we can have a look at some data. And like I say, I don't know how accurate it's going to be. We can only kind of see. So I'm going to hit a couple of normal 8-irons today. We've got a nice sunny day in Manchester. So if I just hit a couple of these and see what it's coming back with. That's a decent hit. A little bit out the toe. Okay. So it comes up on screen. It says one swing data being captured. So it gives you a nice graphic on the screen of my swing. And this is a really good tool. You can actually slow it down and it'll track your whole swing, almost the movement around your body, your swing path, your swing plane, and therefore your path. And also from the front view as well, it can show you how the length of your backswing. I'll put some graphics up on screen there so you can see that a bit more closely. The important thing though is you can press a little device on the side here, a little setting, and it'll give you some really interesting stats. Now I've got Flight Scope up and running next to it. So at the moment it's saying club head speed is 88 miles per hour. So that's about normal for kind of 8-iron. Flight Scope's saying a little bit more than that. I must admit 96 miles per hour. It's saying the ball speed is 120. So ball speed on the Flight Scope is 104. So it's not perfectly accurate. Carry distance 165 against 145. So again, quite a big difference there. But importantly, it's saying a couple of key things. That the shot shape I've hit there, a little draw. Swing path is inside and club face is open. So for you guys who know the real kind of ball flight laws, the swing path needs to be a little bit inside and the face needs to be open to your target but close to your swing path to make that curve happen. Let's test another one. That's not giving me the best readings just yet. So swing data coming. We'll see what that says. Okay, now these figures are a bit more like it. Maybe that first one just needed a second to realign. Club head speed, on here it's saying 86, on FlightScope it's saying 85.6, so pretty close there. Carry distance 160 against 149, so a little bit shy on distance there, but again, swing path inside and the club face square. That's good, I like it. Ball speed's a bit faster on here. Ball speed's 117. Now, whether that's just predicting, I don't know, an absolute perfect strike, I'm not too sure, but at the moment, that's the only real figure that's measuring quite high off the spectrum. And I'm guessing that's why it's predicting the carry distance so much. Club head speed seems good. I'll just hit one more. So we'll see what that one says. It's just tracking on both. One new swing. In fact, the GSA was a bit quicker than the FlightScope there. 85, 86, very close. Carry distance, again, that carry distance is out only because the ball speed is so out. Ball speed on there is 109 and ball speed on here is 118. Now I would say FlightScope is most accurate there. I'm hitting those about 140, 145 with an 8, and that's typically a normal 8 time for me. And I can see that from where I'm landing it on the driving range here. We've got some 150 banners out there and it's landing just shy of that. So I know that's pretty accurate. I wouldn't say it's flying 162. I think that's just a little bit too exaggerated. Right, let me do a bit of a wacky swing this time. I'll do a swing that, just putting that nice Pro V1 back. Let's have a look. So at the moment, my path is going up on the way back. It's going pretty well on the way back, my plane. Dropping a touch on the inside, and that's what I'm getting that bit of a draw from. So let's exaggerate this movement now. This time, let's go really inside and then right over the top, and let's see what happens on the old GSA app. Oh, so that was a really inside over the top swing. Let's see what the graphics come up with. Oh yeah, it's highlighted that perfectly, and I'll put a graphic again on screen here. And again, club head speed is incredibly accurate. 89 for 89. Carry distance again is way out just because of it must be predicting a much faster ball speed than I'm getting at the moment. And again, that's carried 142, this is saying 167, that one's way out. But club head speed, very relevant. But what is so important here, that the swing path is so different. Now this is really good. Now if I go back onto an old swing of mine, one of my best ones, I'll save this as a best swing, and I'll show it as a best swing arc. Now if I go back onto the wacky swing that I just did, the green one is my best one, so it's going up, and I can play these in sync. It's going up on different paths, it's coming down on different paths, and you can really tell the difference between my good golf swing there and my bad one. Another really key feature on this as well, it actually gives you live club head speed. So on the way down here, my good one is picking up from kind of bottoms out the top, 7-8 miles per hour, starting to slow down, change direction, and then starts to speed up again on the way down, 15 miles per hour, 20 miles per hour, 26, 32, 37, 44, and it just as it's coming into impact, 73, and then kind of 80 miles per hour coming into impact. So it gives you live club head speed on the way down, which I think is a really nifty piece of kit. Now, distance wise, I wouldn't say it's the perfect bit of kit. This is a 200-pound device. FlightScope, TrackMan are much more expensive, stuff like that. So it's not going to give you the most perfect, accurate distances in the world. But what it is giving you really well is the club head speed. It's giving you the inside, it's giving you swing path and your club face, which are arguably more important than particularly how far you hit it. It's also giving you a really good clear graphics of your swing. So for example, if you've been working on something in your golf swing where you've been trying to get more on the inside or a bit more straighter on the way back, you can use this piece of device as a practice tool to go to a driving range, and instead of just practicing aimlessly and maybe not improving, this piece of kit linked in with your iPad or your iPhone or your Android phone, you can instantly receive feedback to whether you're doing it correctly or not. So you can take this into your coach and go, well, where do I need to be in my swing? And I can practice that ready for next time. And what I've discovered when I've had this little device for a couple of weeks now, and I've been handing it out to players and stuff, saying, give me some feedback on it. And the feedback's been very, very good, very positive. And a lot of players have said, I feel like now I understand where I need to be in my swing just by using this bit of kit. So for a couple of £100, it's very good. It's very good swing aid. Distance measuring, we realise not as good, but for club head speed, for swing path, for club face, it's an incredible piece of kit and probably the best on the market. There are other things like this out on the market at the moment, but this is by far the best one. The packaging is slick, it charges up, it's a really neat, and there's no weight to it at all. I mean, it's so light. Now, we've teamed up with GSA 3-Bay, and we're going to give one of these units away to one of our Facebook followers and Twitter followers. Now, all you need to do is you need to go into the description down below, and there's a couple of links there to the 3-Bay GSA Facebook page. You need to like their page. There's a link in the description for my Facebook page. You need to like that as well. And also on Twitter and Facebook, if you go on to Twitter for GSA and my Twitter, if you follow both on there, we're going to be giving away one of these probably in the next month or so. One of these and the putting one. So you can check out my putting video in the description down below or in the little corner here. If you aren't fortunate enough to win one of these, there's a website that I found that's selling these that's just under £200, and it's called strikeright.co.uk. So that's strikeright.co.uk, and you can nip on there and buy it for less than £200. And I would say it's one of the best training aids that I've ever used. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Rick Shiels here in Manchester, and you've been here in my teaching bay, and thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And let us know how you get on with the 3-Bay GSA Pro Swing training aid. Thanks for watching.